Good evening. My name is Ilana Friedman, and I'm a junior at Summit High School, and I play on the softball team.
Good evening. My name is Audrey. I'm a junior, and like you said, I participate in cross country and winter and spring track.
The Summit History Minute, in honor of Women's History Month and the accomplishments of women athletes in Summit, comes from a 2004 article from the Summit Historical Society, written by Art Cotterill, who for many years led the Summit Historical Society and was a beloved and respected history teacher, coach, and supervisor in the Summit Public Schools.
Many people think that girls' high school varsity teams are a relatively recent innovation, which came about as a result of the passage of Title IX in the last 50 years. Title IX mandates equal opportunities for men and women in interscholastic sports. However, a 2004 search of the files at the Carter House revealed that Summit High School had girls' championship teams many years before Title IX legislation was enacted.
In the 1918-1919 school year, the girls' basketball team at Summit High won the championship of the Morris and Essex League. Further reading in later editions of the paper indicated that the team had finished with a record of 8 wins and only 1 loss. Another interesting statistic was that the team had not lost a game on its own court in over 3 years.
A picture of the team appeared later in the Newark Sunday Call, identifying the 7 girls who played on the team: Marielle Haviland, Marguerite Sealer, Billy Finnegan, Ruth Hall, Clara McNabb, Marguerite Bryn, and Florence Anderson. Standing in the back row at the right is Miss Grace Jones, who looks to be one of the players.
Miss Jones, at the age of 22, had come to teach in Summit in 1916 and was the only physical education teacher in the whole school system, which had 1,616 students. She became the supervisor of physical education in 1927 when a second phys ed teacher was hired. Miss Jones held that position until her retirement in 1957, thus completing a 41-year teaching career. She was responsible for designing and leading what had become the entire physical education program for the city schools, and at the time of her retirement was the only woman to head a physical education department in New Jersey.
Cotterill continues to write that Howie Anderson, longtime football coach and athletic director at Summit High School, had told him that when he was hired in 1956, it was customary to take the new teachers on a bus ride around Summit to introduce them to the community. Miss Jones told Howie that when she was hired, they were doing the same thing, the only difference being that she was taken around by horse and buggy.
Grace Jones was widely known throughout the country for her work in physical education. Upon her death in 1977 at the age of 83, the Summit Herald had this to say about her well-known reputation. Besides her pioneering efforts in the field of physical education, Miss Jones was a nationally known authority on women's basketball rules. For 6 years, from 1924 to 1930, she was the editor of the official basketball guide for women and girls. During that time, the first official guide was translated into Spanish for use in South America. In 1939, Miss Jones was elected a Fellow of the American Association for Health, Physical Education, and Recreation.
Thank you for providing this opportunity for more people to learn about the history of women in sports in Summit. As Summit student athletes, we can assure you this tradition of commitment and excellence continues.
Thank you.
Thank you.